All right, welcome back to another episode of Legacy Planning TV. I'm Jason Taken, the owner of Taken Law and Legacy Planning Chicago, and today I just wanted to briefly touch on, and I'm going to probably create like a series of videos regarding land trusts in Illinois. But before we get into that, if you want to talk to me about anything real estate, estate planning, or probate related, you can head on over to taken-law.com or legacyplanningshicago.com, and we can hop on the phone for free, talk about whatever you want. So land trusts, what are they? Land trusts have been around for a while. They're a creature of, they're not a statutory creation. They were created, out of myriads of litigation and case law, and eventually statutes started to address them. But land trusts in Illinois are ways to essentially keep the true owner of the real estate private. And how they do that is you create a trust agreement that has the trustee, meaning the person kind of running the show, be the public-facing person or entity, and the beneficiaries, the people who actually own the property, the quote-unquote owners of the property, they're the ones that can call the shots, but they don't do it publicly. So through the agreement, the land trust agreement, the trustee kind of handles all the public-facing stuff, title changes, making offers on properties, things like that, at the direction of the beneficiaries, the people who actually own the property. Privacy is really kind of one of the big reasons. There are some other reasons that I can get into at a later video, but privacy is one of the big reasons because you don't know who the actual owners are, or the actual people putting the offer in, or things like that. And one of the most notable instances is when the Walt Disney Corporation was going to buy up all the land to create what is now Disney World. They did that with something like land trust agreements because they didn't want the sellers of that land to understand who was buying what, because human nature, if they know big corporations coming to buy up a bunch of land, you might get price inflation, or say no, whatever, right? So land trusts are really good for privacy. There's a bunch of other good reasons about getting land trusts as well, and so it's an estate planning tool, which is why we're talking about it. Generally, you have a deed in trust, which is the document that is kind of recorded on the chain of title, and then the trust agreement is agreement that between the trustee and the beneficiaries, that the trustee will act at the discretion of the beneficiaries, but the beneficiaries kind of take care of the day-to-day stuff, and the trustee does all the public-facing stuff. There's standard templates out there you can look at, or you call my office and we talk about that. But regardless, I want to start to dig into land trusts in future videos because there are a lot of people out there who worry about, one, the big thing is probate avoidance, but another thing is privacy in their business dealings, and they don't necessarily want to be publicly known for how many assets they own. And land trust is a way to kind of start accomplishing that. If you're going to make offers on properties, you can also do that. The trustee can also do that on behalf of the beneficiaries, and then title will be put in a land trust. There are, some other. So technically, right, like, long story short, you don't have to disclose the beneficiaries except under some circumstances, right? You can't be a beneficiary and use the privacy benefits of a land trust to forego your obligations. If you have creditors, you're doing things illegal, things like that. Land trust won't really protect you there, but for, all the, things that you want to stay private for in your day-to-day, a land trust is a good vehicle to do that. And the land trust can also kind of direct what happens when the beneficiaries pass away, or no longer they want to dissolve the trust or whatever, terminate the trust, I should say. The trust can provide directions to the trustee to do that. Similarly, if the trustee wants to leave, there are ways to set up successor trustees, and this would all be governed by the land trust agreement. So it provides a seamless transition of the trustees, as well as if beneficiaries die or whatever have you. So that's kind of land trusts. I'd say part one. Whatever. Privacy is a big one. Privacy is a big thing in a lot of estate planning when people start accumulating assets and don't want their name on all those assets. Land trust can be a good way to get that going. There are other vehicles as well, which is what goes on in this channel, but that'll be it for now. If you have any questions about estate planning, probate, or real estate, go ahead and give me a call. Go to taken-law.com. You can talk on the phone with us for free, or just call my office, 847-301-1001. Have a good day. See ya.